the singing donkey.
Read and presented by George Pitropogiannakis.
Once upon a time, there was a donkey who loved to sing and play the lute. Most of the time, however, he worked. He belonged to a farmer, and every day, for many years, he pulled the farmer's cart of vegetables to the market. As time passed, both the donkey and the farmer grew older.
Get along there. The hill is no steeper than it was 5 years ago.
But I am not as young as I was 5 years ago.
I know. I am afraid we will be late to the market.
They were so late that everyone had gone home.
Old Slowpoke, because of you, I shall sell no vegetables today.
Slowly, they returned to the farm.
You are of no use to me now. I shall have to find a younger and stronger donkey.
You are right. I can no longer pull your cart quickly enough. You will have to get another donkey for the work. From now on, I will spend all my time singing and playing for you.
Singing to me? Do you call that braying you to singing? Why, I stood for it only because of the work you did.
I see that you have no feeling for good music, but there are others who will admire my unusual voice.
Are there? Where will you find them?
In the city, that's where. People in cities love music. I will go to the city of Bremen and become a town musician.
Go then, and with my blessing. It will save me the trouble of deciding what to do with you.
So, the donkey set out along the road to Bremen.
I will have a glorious career. I will give concerts in the town hall. Yeah! Everyone will come to hear me. They will all clap and cheer.
And so the donkey went on his way, dreaming his fine dreams. Then he came upon a hound lying beside the road and panting.
Hello there! Why are you so out of breath?
I have grown too old for the hunt. My master wanted to do away with me, so I ran away. But how I will keep my stomach filled now, I do not know.
Why didn't your master just let you stay at home and lie by the fire?
When I lie by the fire, I sleep. And when I sleep, I dream of hunting. And when I dream of hunting, I bark and bay.
Of course, all hunting dogs do.
I know, but my master said he could no longer stand the noise.
I see that your master is as dull-eared as mine. Everyone knows that hounds have rich, full voices.
All I know is that I have a poor, empty stomach.
Look here, I am a musician myself, on my way to Bremen to earn my living.
Bremen. There are lots of good table scraps thrown out there, I hear.
We will buy a drum, and you can come along and sing and play with me.
Very well, I will come. They say one finds bones with meat still on them, and all sorts of good things in Bremen.
So they bought a drum in the next village and continued together down the road.
I will be famous.
I might find chop bones and bits of liver.
Before they came to Bremen, however, they came upon an old cat.
Well, my friend, what has happened to you? Your face is as sad as 3 rainy days in one.
I have become too old to catch mice, and my mistress says that if I do not earn my keep, she will no longer put up with my singing at night.
Why do you not keep quiet at night then?
Quiet at night, but that is not possible. When it is night, a cat's heart swells with song. At night, a cat must sing
It is a pity your mistress does not like good music.
Indeed it is, for she has turned me out. I do not know what I can do now.
Why, you can come along to Bremen. We are going there to be town musicians. We will find you a concertina so that you can sing with us.
So they bought the cat a concertina, and they all walked on together.
They will throw flowers at me.
Perhaps I will get a bit of steak sometimes.
I shall be able to sleep on a silk cushion all day and sing all night.
After a while, the 3 musicians came to a farmyard. On the gate, a cock was crowing until it seemed his throat would burst.
Why do you crow so hard in the middle of the afternoon?
I am crowing as hard as I can today, while I still have the chance.
What do you mean?
The farmer's wife is angry with me and is planning to stew me for tomorrow's dinner. Tomorrow I will not be able to crow, so I am doing it today.
What did you do to make her angry?
Nothing at all, but wake her every morning before sunrise.
That is certainly nothing to be stewed in a black iron pot for. Why not come along with us? We are on our way to Bremen to become town musicians. You can play the cymbals, and with your splendid voice, we will be a quartet.
I should like that very much. The farmer's wife will have to eat boiled potatoes for her dinner tomorrow instead of me.
So now there were 4 musicians on their way to Bremen. When it began to grow dark, they found themselves in a forest. "We have walked enough today. Let us rest under this oak for the night." The donkey and the hound settled at the foot of the tree.
This moss is nice and soft, but I wish I had a juicy bone to comfort my stomach.
The cat climbed onto a thick, low branch.
This is not like my basket at home, but I suppose it will have to do.
And the cock flew to the very top.
I always like a nice view.
A moment later, the cock flew down.
From the top of the tree, I can see a light. There must be a house nearby,
Let us go on and find it.
Yes, perhaps someone there will give us better shelter than this drafty tree.
Do you think they might have something to eat?
The four musicians walked until they came to a small cottage.
I will peep inside to see what sort of people are there.
Well, what do you see?
Oh my! I see a table piled high with food, and a band of robbers enjoying their supper as though they had earned it.
Supper?
It sounds like just the place for us if we can drive the robbers away.
I have already thought how to do that. Listen.
The donkey whispered his plan to the others. Then he put his forefeet back on the window sill, and the hound got on his back. Next, the cat climbed upon the hound. Last, the cock flew up to perch on the cat's head.
Ready, everyone?
At a signal from the donkey, all the animals cried out as loudly as they could.
Go, go, Rico, oh, oh.
Meow, ow, ow, and
Oh, 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 ow, ar, ar.
They made such a tremendous noise that the window burst open with the force of it.
Goblins,
Demons,
monsters, ogres.
The four musicians rushed in through the open window, while the terrified robbers ran out the door and off into the forest.
Well, our first performance has earned us a wonderful dinner. Friends, will you join me?
There is ham as well as roast and sausage besides the ham.
I hope the fish is really fresh.
They ate until the plates were clean. Then
We had better get some sleep if we want to leave early in the morning.
Yeah, we have another half day's march before we get to Bremen. There is straw in the yard. I will make my bed there.
I am used to sleeping behind the front door.
The warm hearth is the spot for me.
The higher, the better, I always say. And it's safer if the robbers are still about.
And indeed the robbers had not run far. They waited in the forest until
Everything is quiet now. I think we were frightened for nothing.
It was an ogre, I'm sure of it.
Oh, nonsense. You're the biggest of us all. Slip back and see if you can learn what this is about.
Who?
Yes, you. Hurry along now. We want to sleep in our own warm beds this night.
I'm still sure it was an ogre.
the robber trembled as he slowly pushed open the cottage door. He fearfully stepped inside.
Everything seems quiet. Perhaps they have gone away. but I can hardly see. I will make a light.
He bent down to light a candle at the glowing coals on the hearth. Suddenly, he ran for the doorway, but as he tried to pass through, then the hound leaped at him.
Ow! Ow!
The robber shook the hound loose and tore through the yard. But as he passed the donkey, "Ow! Ow! Ow!"
Go, run, go, along.
At last he was safe. He ran back to the other robbers waiting in the forest.
What was it? What happened to you?
It was worse than an ogre, much worse. First of all, a horrible witch crouched by the fire. When I tried to light a candle, she spat at me and scratched me with her long nails.
Imagine a witch.
And behind the door stood a great hairy savage with a long knife. He stabbed me in the leg when I tried to get out.
Would you believe it? A hairy savage.
Then, in the yard, there lay a huge monster with red eyes. He beat me with a wooden club as I ran by. And while all this was going on, a judge who sat on the roof kept shouting, "Catch the robber! Do! Catch the robber! Do!" It was terrible, terrible! I would not go back for anything in the world.
Poor, brave fellow. You need not. It looks as though none of us can ever go back. We will have to abandon our gold and our food and find another place to live.
And so the robbers tramped away through the forest to look for a new home. In the cottage, the four musicians watched them go.
Not one of them will ever dare show his face here again.
What a good night's work, and what an appetite it has given me.
So they sat down to breakfast.
I have just had the thought. Why should we bother going on to Bremen? We can live here in comfort for the rest of our days.
But what about our plan to sing for our living?
Here, my friends, we can sing for our own pleasure.
And so they decided to stay and to sing only for their own pleasure.
Hey, how?
Call, we call along.
Oh, 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 ow.
Me, ow, 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 ow.
Stop. It sounds all wrong.
It's her fault. She was out of tune.
Impossible. It was the clock.
It was not, it was...
Oh dear, there is no pleasure in this. Wait, I have an idea.
The donkey fetched 4 pairs of earmuffs from the cupboard. The musicians put them on and were very pleased, for they could hear nothing at all. So They sang for their pleasure, and for all anyone knows, they are there in the cottage, singing to this very day. The end. The Singing Donkey.
Read and presented by George Pitropogiannakis.